Today on Aromacup.com, we're continuing our series on Amazon's best-selling coffee makers, and we're going to continue that today by talking about the Kona French press. Hi everyone, I'm Brian with Aromacup.com, and thank you as always for joining me here in my virtual coffee shop brought to you by Aromacup.com. Let's talk first about what is in the box with a Kona French press. Pretty straightforward. You're going to get the Kona French press body, of course, and the lid that goes with it with your wire screen inside for making your coffee. You're also going to get an extra screen as well, and this is good because as those screens get coffee oils and grounds built up on them, they're not going to operate at their best quality. So a replacement screen is actually a great option to have with this French press. You'll also get a scoop, and as we've talked about with French press coffee, it's very important that you use the proper amount of coffee, so that's handy. You'll get some instructions, and speaking of screens, you'll also notice an offer included with the Kona French press, and this is going to give you a free extra French press screen, and you can get information on that by following the URL that's right here on this pack-in or scanning it with your smartphone. So with the Kona French press, you're going to get a total of 3 screens. And again, this is great because as that screen gets worn down, if you replace that, you're going to get even better tasting coffee. So it's a really cool offer from Kona to make sure that you continue to get great coffee for quite a long time. So let's talk about the different versions of the Kona French press that you can get. I have right here the 34-ounce model. This is available in different colors. I have a red and a black. The body feels really sturdy on these, I have to say, whether it be the smaller one that I have, which is a 12-ounce model, or the 34, it just feels very sturdy and it looks stylish, which is very cool. The fact that it comes in different colors, also a great option. Feels real solid. The glass is a real thick, temperature-resistant glass, so it's going to hold the heat in that you use to make your coffee, but it's not going to make it as much of its way out. And we're just going to go ahead and make some actually while I'm talking because it's always nice to have some coffee. Now French press, of course, is very easy to do, and we've talked about how to make French press quite a lot here on Aromacup.com. So I'm not really going to go into the process of it too much. You can check out some of our other videos if you want to get some information on making a great carafe of French press coffee. But we'll just make some here today and get this going. Now, the overall design of the Kona French press, I think, is definitely a little more stylish than some other French presses that I've seen. I really like the outer shell and the way that it surrounds itself around the temperature-resistant glass. And I can say that even now, with this very hot water that I do have, this still is not really, I'm not getting burnt, as it were. So that thick glass, again, is really going to help because it's going to keep the heat in while you make that coffee. Now, we have a special offer for our Aromacup viewers as well. And this is a special offer coming from the makers of the Kona French press because we're always grateful to you guys for continuing to tune in here at Aromacup.com. So right over here, just to my left-hand side, you're going to see a discount code. That discount code is going to give you 15% off a Kona French press. So if you like what you see here and you'd like to add one of these great French presses to your own at-home coffee shop, make sure to use that code because you're going to get 15% off, and that is a special discount code for our viewers here on Aromacup.com from the makers of the Kona French press. And of course, as always, what is my bottom line on the Kona French press? Well, I think it's really great. Now, I've used a lot of French presses, and you might be saying, well, another French press, what's the difference, something like that. I really do think that the body of a French press is very important because I do have some that, suffice to say, I've been using them for a little while and the body will start to get loose and I'll have to really hold it to make sure that it doesn't fall apart when I pour coffee out and things like that. I don't feel like that's going to happen with the Kona French press. So, the design is actually very important. And again, the heat-resistant glass is a great thing here because that's going to make certain that you keep a lot of that heat in for when you're brewing that coffee. So overall, I just really enjoy the design. Love the fact that they come in different colors. And it is nice that there is this handy little 12-ounce option because if you don't want to make too much coffee, but you still love French press, it's nice to have a little one that you can just make some for yourself with. Now, additionally, there is a 90-day money-back guarantee with the Kona French press. So if you don't like it, you can't always get your money back, but I don't really see why you would need to, especially because this is one of the only French presses I've seen that will give you 3 screens with your French press. And again, that's going to extend the life of your French press and continue to give you a great cup of coffee for quite a long time. So overall, I think this is a big win, a great French press. I think there's a reason that it's so highly rated on Amazon.com. Now, if you guys would like to find out more information, of course, as always, make sure to check out the link in the description of our video. And don't forget that 15% off discount code that we're going to flash up right over here on my left-hand side. Make sure to use that so you can save some money on a Kona French press and get a great cup of coffee in your own at-home coffee shop. As always, guys, I'm Brian with Aromacup.com. I want to thank you guys for joining me here in my virtual coffee shop brought to you by Aromacup.com. As always, enjoy your cup, and I'll see you next time. Take care.